maintain a list of our users.
So are we supposed to make the untitled one that you have there, or don't worry about it?
That's just notes. Those are just notes. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Main or app for the list of users. Main is probably fine. Right? We don't need to do that on the sign-in page. So I'll just add users. And I think I like the idea of making it an object as well. So it could look like this. The UID or whatever unique identifier could be the key. And then we'd have ID, whatever that is. Email, etc. So when we first log in, then that happens in app, doesn't it? Haha. Maybe this should go in app. We ever going to do anything with it, though? We don't want to do this all the time, though. Sure, we'll do it in app. List of users. So when we sign in, handle off. In addition to setting this user, we could say const users equals a copy of this dot state dot users, and then say users square bracket user dot UID equal user. So then when we set state, we'll update both user and users. So we'll update the list and we'll update the individual user. Add or update the user in the list. That's what we're doing there. Update state and local storage. Build the user object. So see what we're doing here? Making a copy of this.state.users. Making sure this user's in there. So if it's a brand new one, this will do. If it's an old one, this will update it with the data that we just got back from Google or GitHub or whatever. Cool. And then I suppose we want these users to be in Firebase, right? So that's the whole point. So we're importing auth from base already, but let's import base from base too. That is not a named import, so base, comma, curly braces auth. Excuse me?
What did you import?
Base from base. So we were already importing auth from base, but that's a named import, so it goes inside curly braces. Base does not. So just like we import React and component, we'll import base and auth. So we can just start doing that right away. Base.sync state. Here's another example. Here we go. Don't need to do quite, it doesn't need to be this complicated, but I don't think we need a then. So context is, the endpoint is users. Context is this, the state is users, and we don't need a then. And we don't need as array because we're doing it as an object. So right now, I should see in app component state users is an array, or not an array, but I have my one user in there. And if we look at Firebase now, in my database, in my database, there we go. Here's users. There's my one key with a UID, and there's that user. Groovy.